friends, and welcome back. This is going to be a part 2 of our stocking up emergency preparedness video. So in this video, I'm doing some different things. I'm actually creating a secondary pantry for kind of emergency food storage. I'm also starting to get some more meat to have on hand just because of some of the things that I'm hearing that are very concerning. First, I'm gonna take you back to some footage that I took yesterday. And then I'm gonna kind of catch you up. So yesterday I went to Walmart and I got a bunch of things that I wanted to keep in kind of our extended pantry. I'd actually made 2 Walmart runs yesterday. In the first one, I got some food and things that I wanted to store. In the second one, I went back and actually got a shelf that I'm gonna be using upstairs. So I'll show you all that in a minute. So I'll go ahead and insert that footage here. Okay, I went to Walmart today and I decided to get this Food Saver vacuum sealer. I got some of these rolls that come with it to try to put some meat away in our deep freezer. I also stocked up on a few bottles of this avocado oil. This is getting very difficult to find, and I was able to buy this at Sam's at a better price and a much bigger bottle, but I haven't seen it in months and months. I got some more canned goods. I got 2 4-packs of corn and 2 4-packs of green beans. And I got 9 more cans of this crushed tomatoes with basil, because this is what I use to make our spaghetti sauce. I got 8 cans of minced clams. I do linguine and clam sauce with those. I got a couple of these boxes of brownies. Katie likes to make these in the winter. And then I stocked up on a bunch of these water flavorings. Gary and I both really like these. They're sugar-free. They do have coloring. I wish they did not, but they do. But I got some of the grape and then also some of the strawberry watermelon. We like both of those. That's enough to last for a long time because, you know, we would just have like 1 a day or less of that. But we have cut out sodas pretty much altogether. Unless we go out to eat, then sometimes I'll get a soda then, but we're drinking basically water, and sometimes water with one of these in it. I got 1 pack of the coffee that Katie likes. I like this as well. That wasn't really a stock up. That was just more like a normal purchase. I got 4 bags of this, Great Value popcorn, non-GMO. This is also getting kind of hard to find. I want to put some of this back. I have been buying rice, so I got 1 more 5-pound bag of rice. So that's everything that I got in this trip to Walmart. I'm going to go back soon, and I'm going to be buying meat to put up with this vacuum sealer. So I'm going to be putting the meat in our little deep freezer that we have. Trying to decide if I could bring that deep freezer inside. Right now it's in the garage, but sometimes our garage floods, so that's a bit of a concern. But anyway, this is what we have so far, and most of this is probably gonna go on some secondary storage that I'm gonna have in our upstairs bedroom / office, and it's like in a walk-in closet. I'm just gonna get a shelf and start putting some of this away because, as y'all know, this is the only pantry that we have, and it just doesn't hold. I mean, it holds a lot, but not for like really stocking up. So I'll have to have another solution for that. All right, so this is our upstairs bedroom, and this is a walk-in closet that we have. So mostly what we keep up here is just like yearbooks and things. Some of these things I need to get rid of, but this is like extra stuff as well as Christmas decor. And what I want to do is put a shelf on this wall, and I can get some of this the paper products on the shelf, as well as I can put some of the food storage in here. So, and you also saw in that footage that I also got a like a vacuum sealer for meat, because I want to start keeping some more meat on hand, and I really feel like if I don't vacuum seal that, I'm just a little bit concerned about like how long it will maintain its quality. So we do have a deep freezer in our garage, as well as a second refrigerator, but it's a small kind of apartment sized refrigerator, but it does have a small freezer. And then we have the small deep freezer outside, and then of course we have our regular refrigerator in here, and we do keep some meat, kind of like what we're using like right now in here. Then we have our pantry that y'all have seen before. This is our, primary pantry where we keep all of our food in our house. And then I've made a few other changes that I wanted to share with y'all before I take you upstairs and show you what I'm doing there. I did a kitchen clean out recently, and I was storing paint in here, and one of y'all were like, that is really not a good place for paint, because it's kind of like, important real estate that you're taking up with paint. So our problem, and the reason why I was keeping paint in here, is because we live on Hilton Head Island and pretty much everything in our garage rusts. But I managed to clean out the cabinet in here in this little small bathroom, and so I managed to move all of my paint under here, which is good because I just want it in the house. I don't necessarily want it in my kitchen. So this was good because, like I said, if I have to keep paint in my garage, it immediately will rust like this, and then the rust will get down into the paint. So now I have some extra space down on this bottom shelf, and then this is our vacuum sealer, which I'll show y'all that later, but this is what I got from Walmart yesterday. All right, so this is the food that, most of this we got yesterday from Walmart, but then I also added some things that we had bought before at Sam's that we don't really eat like on an everyday basis, but I do want to keep in our emergency food storage. So in here, I have been working on this closet, and so yesterday I added this shelf. It's really hard to show y'all in here because it's so small, but it's like it's got 5 shelves, and it's fairly big. It's about 36 inches across and about 18 inches deep. And so mostly in here we just keep like holiday decor and things like that. We do have an extra mattress in here and some of my lighting equipment and stuff, but this is where I want to keep some of our extra things. So I already have some extra paper products, like some toilet paper, some napkins, some paper towels, and then these are the HVAC filters, and then some more napkins up there. And here is where I want to keep some of this food that I've brought up here. So I'm going to go ahead and work on that, and just over time get some extra food, put up. And another thing that's good about this is on the 2nd floor, and we are in a hurricane area, so at least this isn't going to be an area prone to flooding. That is one thing that I'm concerned about, is we do have flooding. Even with heavy rains, we can have flooding in our garage. So in an ideal world, I would like to get my my deep freezer in the house, but I don't think that that's going to be possible. This house is so small, and we just really don't have a place to put it. But it is also getting rusty out there. It's getting mold around the lid, because as soon as you open it, you get condensation, and then you end up getting mold around there. And of course, when it floods, we have to be concerned about losing stuff or power issues or whatever. But anyway, that's probably a problem for another day. But for now, go ahead and get all of this put up. And then I'm making another trip to Sam's primarily for some meat.
I see it in your eyes. Yeah, I can read the signs. You need to get away. It's time we make a change. Oh, you'll always have me. Baby, I will always stay with you. So put your trust in me. We'll work it out, you'll see. If we get in a car and drive someplace far.
Alright, this is what we have so far. So to free up some space, I moved the paper towels to the top with this pack of napkins, and then I moved these filters over here on the floor. And then this is the food that we have up here so far. And everything. It's kind of, I'm kind of close to it to give you a good view, but I might be able to also show you from the side here. So this middle shelf that's a little bit more narrow is pretty much filled up. And then we have one thing of coffee down here, and then more paper products on the bottom. So I think that this will work fine just to keep some extra stock of stuff up here. I'll probably move this around as we get more things here. I definitely want to get more cans of tomatoes, because I understand that there's going to be quite a shortage of tomatoes. And also I've heard about oil, so I am trying to stock up on oil as well. We use avocado oil, and that has been difficult to find already. So definitely trying to stock up on that. And then I also understand that the corn crop has been affected, so I'm getting extra corn, also extra rice, and I've got more rice downstairs. This is where we are so far on kind of the dry goods storage over and above what we have in our pantry. All right, I wanted to show y'all how I am currently storing meat just in Ziploc bags with the date written on there. So the goal is just for us, once we finish, you know, eating the meat that I have in here, which is probably maybe 3 weeks worth, then I want to start storing it differently in the vacuum with the vacuum sealer bags, and just write on the outside, you know, what it is or whatever. So that's what I'm gonna start doing. And right now I'm heading to Sam's. At Sam's, I need to pick up some water for my mom. Also some spaghetti noodles for her if I can find any, which it's kind of been hit or miss for about 2 years on spaghetti noodles at Sam's, whether they have it or not. And then I'm also going to try to get some meat. The last time I was at Sam's, they didn't have a whole lot of meat. So hopefully it'll be okay today. Yesterday when I was at Walmart, there were a lot of bare shelves. I'm gonna insert some pictures right here so you can see what I'm talking about, but it was probably in some areas like only 25% stocked. In other areas, maybe 50%. In other areas, it was better than that. And I didn't take pictures everywhere that was bad. I just took a few pictures while I was in the store and texted them to Gary to just show him like how bad it was on that particular day at the Bluffton Walmart. Now, I don't know if this is because they're low on inventory, low on stock, or if they are just low on people to stock the shelves and didn't have enough help to get the items put out. But like even in the lunch meat, it was about 50%. So like they had some, but they only had certain brands and they only had certain types. So you could see just 50% of the area was just completely empty. So just very, very strange. But anyway, heading to Sam's now, then we will vacuum seal some meat and get that put up outside. All right, we made it back from Sam's. I didn't film in Sam's because it was just too difficult. I was getting a lot of meat, putting in the bags, all that kind of stuff. And Gary did meet me there to help me get some water for my mom over to her house. But I was mostly done shopping by the time he got there, so I really didn't get a chance to film. But I'm gonna go ahead and give you a haul of what we got. And primarily I went there for meat, so I bought a ton of meat. So this is not our typical Sam's haul. So this is some extra toilet paper. We have one extra one upstairs, and this is gonna kind of be distributed. Probably half of this will kind of be extra and the other half will be distributed around the house. I got one of these Clorox wipes. This is gonna go upstairs. And then going into the meat, I got 2 packs of chicken breasts, and I'm gonna probably like fillet those or cut those in half and make them a little thinner and then package them individually. And then these are boneless, skinless chicken thighs. It's actually been a really long time since I've seen these at Sam's. And I got 2 packs of these as well. So this is what the chicken that we're stocking up on. Then I got a pack of chuck roast. So there's 2 in the pack. We're gonna have one of those in the next couple of days, and then the other one I will vacuum seal. Then this is a 2-pack of flank steak. It's also been a while since I've seen either chuck roast or flank steak at Sam's. They were actually pretty well stocked today. The only thing I couldn't find was avocado oil. Okay, and then I got 2 packs of the thin ribeyes. I use this for a lot of like stir fries and quesadillas, Mexican food, things like that. So these are usually a pretty good deal. And then I got 2 packs of the regular ribeyes, and these are the thicker ones. So we usually will cook 2 of these for our whole family. Okay, then in addition to that, I got some more of the bags for my vacuum sealer machine. I bought that because I'm not really sure how much I'm going to be using, and I wanted to make sure I had some extra, and that looks like a pretty good deal. I got 1 thing of the ready rice to go upstairs. Katie really likes these, so I keep these for her. So this is going to go upstairs in our prep. This is another pack of these spaghetti noodles. I also got one of these from Mom, but this is going to go upstairs in our extra pantry as well. And I've got another box or 2 of this in the pantry downstairs. So those are all going to move upstairs. And then this is the fresh food that I bought for this week. So we got some strawberries and some grapes, because as much shopping as I've done, I haven't bought our regular groceries. So like I don't have any produce yet this week. Because I knew I probably wouldn't get to a regular grocery store today, I went ahead and picked up a rotisserie chicken and a Caesar salad kit just for something easy for supper. And then I got 1 pack of eggs, because when I was at Walmart, I picked a couple of those up yesterday as well. All right, this is the vacuum sealer that I got. I'll link it below, but I got this at Walmart, and I think it was a little bit cheaper at Walmart than it was on Amazon. But they also have this one at Sam's. So you have 2 choices of the bag. This one is like in a roll, and so you have to seal both ends of it. So it's like open, but you'll have to seal one end, then put the food in, then seal the other end. And then you also can buy like the pre-made bags where one end is already sealed, and you just have to seal the other end. So I've got some of both because of what came with the machine and then what I bought with the kit or whatever. So I'm going to go ahead and start with these flank steaks, and I think I'm going to use the 1 gallon bag. That'll probably work pretty well. With that, I'm just going to kind of play this by ear and see how it goes, and I'm going to try to get all of that meat that I bought vacuum sealed and put outside in the deep freezer. Friends, we'd love to pray for you. If we can pray for you, let us know in the comments below.
You and I, let us run away. We can go where we want. I'll have your bag if you'll have mine. You and I wanna leave everything behind.
And get all the beef packed up, and then I'll take all of that outside together, and then I'll move on to chicken. All right, this is all of the beef. We got packaged up. Gary's carrying the laundry basket out for me so I can put it in the freezer. Gary got back early today.
What was that commercial? Where's the beef?
There it is, right there. All right, this is our freezer. It's not huge. And we already have some salmon in here and a couple of other things, but not much. All right, I'm just gonna maybe I'll put thin ribeyes in that thing, because that's what I use the most. All right, so this is what we got so far with no chicken.
Just living off the edge. Only good times ahead. So let me put a smile upon your face. Maybe make your world.
All right, here's all the chicken ready. I have some chicken thighs, some chicken breast cutlets where I just kind of cut them. And then these are marinated. These were the hardest to do because the liquid did want to come up through, which I had to like seal it twice basically to get it to work properly after I dried the the top part up here if it came all the way through. There is kind of like a safety mechanism for that. There's a tray in here that if there's any juice from any kind of meat or any marinade, it collects there so you can easily clean it. So I just kind of sanitized everything with a Clorox wipe once I was finished. And then you can take like a paper towel and clean the liquid out of the top of that and then put it back in, and instead of doing the vacuum seal, just seal it like you're making a bag. So it definitely doesn't make these quite as tight if you put liquid in there because it can't get as good of a vacuum seal. So these are probably not going to last as long as so this is an example of what one looks like versus the chicken cutlets. They're just sealed in there a lot better because there was no liquid. So all right, so we probably filled this thing about halfway up with meat. We already had 3 bags of the salmon in here though, so there was, there was some stuff in here before we started putting meat in. And then I put the marinated chicken and then the thin ribeyes in this little basket that sits at top. All right, friends, that's it for this video. I think we got a lot of stuff done today, a lot of food put up. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. We'll see you next time. Bye.